Now let's see about that book that the Mages Guild requested from us. It may be down this way. If I read my map correctly. I think it should be across the stream from this road. And let's see what we can find. Just have to remember which weapon I've got. Both I'm using the axe or that light staff, or that light spear. They're persistent little things. Making sure there's nothing else in here. Alright, let's go down. And find out what's down here. The place is waypoint your map. F. Alright, so you can put it F to create a waypoint. That may help to keep a certain hobbit from getting lost. Not that I get lost all that often. Only 3 or 4 times an hour, right? Oh, nothing readable. Right, now let's see if we can find these. Books all over the place, but these don't look like the books they're looking for. Well, where? This isn't good. Not good at all. What are these things? I'm not too sure I really want to know. But let's see. Any books around here? What's on here? Sorcery is not necromancy. Seem to print a lot of copies of that. Heartland of Cyrodiil. Jonabret's Last Dance. Traditional. Really, I wish there was a way to read this. Maybe I'll find that one at a more. Exiled from Exile, Volume 7. Really, I'd wish I can find a Mama's Egg Quiche. Even? Netches all around. And it's the guy. Alchemy Practicum. The traditional approaches to a novice alchemist is to learn how to concoct potions is to experiment. This means systematically trying a mix of carefully selected reagents in the solvent and observing the results. Then you change from one of the reagents and then different results. You, on the other hand, seem to think throwing a random handful of reagents into a cauldron and boiling them will result in a mystical potion. I am willing to let you flail like this, since I believe you'll learn by mistakes, even if the road is long, and in your case, all uphill, rocky, and blocked with deadfalls. But your father, Seneschal, has informed me that you have gone through 725 gold pieces worth of reagents with no result, so I am going to assign you with the practicum that will both teach you something and save your father money. In addition to the standard fungus and flowers and powders, you will find some rodent parts and a vast victory against the rats in the pantry, just to keep expenses low. Please try this time to use reagents that have at least some matching traits. Alchemy Practicum, added, got the following result. Right. Maybe if I ever take up alchemy. Ode to Iridon, you think I'm going to have here, which has these weird things popping up all over the place? Right. Now, maybe up here? Oh, there's one right there. Good thing they're not the toughest things I've faced. Now, let's see. The winds of change. During the reign of Elgar, I noticed that the various patterns of the thoughts and behaviors of the troubled populace and Hey, can't you get a Hobbit read? There's always one. Alright, now, where were we? Oh yes, we were thinking about going up these stairs. Oh, I'll take care of that. Woo. Pretty gem. 3 at once. I don't think so. As the great ships of men crawled the waves of their destinies, there were, after long years, a number of tales lost in the mists of morning. Even after the forgetting, though, wisps of story find their way to receptive ears, as even the deepest of secrets never truly dies. The fire's burned, the night glows in, and the rest is illegible. Oh, wonderful. Oh, there was a third one. Wondering why that one was so tough. He had a friend. That's the right word. There you are. What are you trying to do? Get away from me? Sure there is a... Oh. Oh, nothing interesting there? Nivier Moonstar. Mace etiquette? Worthy endeavor. Zoom Z. Bogus glory. Alchemy discovering traits. Yeah, like I'm gonna have a chance to read that now. Hidden Twilight. The city of the Inkskis rose in the desert, shining and decadent. Somehow it still stood. I crossed through the gate, and the beast knew exactly where to take me, and the way worn by the beggars and poets, and only place a man my appetite can find satisfaction. I'm not proud, but then nobody ever is. Alright. Any more of these? Alright. Oh, let's find that last. This book is blank, of course.
Well done. I am Shalador, young one. Return that book to the lost. I think you'll do nicely. Tell her fire will show her the words.
Alright. Of the Dragonfires. Now that we have the books, anything else we need to find in here? Oh, there is. What's this way? Ah. Let's see if we find anything down here. This place looks familiar. turn that in when we're done. Second largest of the Somerset Isles, Iredon has always served the Isles as a buffer between their serene archipelago and the turmoil of Tamriel. The Aldmeri of Iredon have been hardened by generations of repelling invaders, pirates, and plagues. Alright. And that takes care of that. They down? Yeah, they're both down. Alright. Now, if we can get out of this place, it would be nice. Alright, making sure there's nothing interesting around here. Since we could always find, I like to find some clues of where things are going on around here. Alright, now, where can we go? What other tasks have we got to do? Oh yes, we need to head north in order to talk to Raz. Find anything on any of these? Not apparently. Ooh, what is this? Some sort of map. Another one of these things. Well, looks like it's off near a waterfront somewhere. Oh, what is that thing? Doesn't look like it's a nice thing. Yeah, not a nice thing. Alright, now where were we? I think we want to turn right here. And find out and see where Raz may be. And then maybe if we find him... Oh. I don't want to have my axe. Let's see, is that one of those? Hello there.
Running orders to Mathiisen, but I can stop for a moment. What do you need?
What do you need? Let's see. Well, let's see if you have anything interesting here. Not particularly. But... actually... I might as well get that repaired. Let's see. Sell that. I obviously want to keep those. Sell that. Actually, what I need to do is to find out, is there anything here oh, I need some gloves. And the guards I could... Oh, why am I wearing greaves? Probably need them for some fight I forgot about. They're too heavy for normal use. Alright, let's see. Horns don't like heavy armor all that much. Alright, let's see what we got here. We should be getting there soon. What's he doing up there? Hello, Raz.
Ah, my friend. This one was just thinking about you. Nothing personal, of course. Ra's threat assesses all of his assets.
The Battle Reef said that you're looking into the Veiled Heritance connection here?
Yes, yes. We are here to gather some intelligence, right some wrongs, and perhaps slit some throats. We'll see how the day goes.
Right,
You'll be perfect for this. You'll see. Roz has an eye for this sort of thing.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
Her Majesty set this one a task. Investigate the leadership of the Veiled Heritance. The Veil's trail leads here, to the town of Mathiisen. Well known for their steel blades, yes? But also, apparently, weaponsmiths for anarchists.
Okay, and where do I fit into this?
You contact Agent Fistel on the east side of town. This one pads around her house. Then we meet to discuss her report. Too bad Raz is so handsome, yes? He would get noticed.
Right, no one's going to notice a little hobbit going through the towns. Great plan. Okay, whatever you say.
The Heritans are racist, yes? Idiots. But dangerous, destabilizing racist idiots. We must act.
Alright, and can you tell me more about the Heritance?
Raz may have oversimplified. These Aldmeri, the ones who wear the veil, they do not see themselves as racists. They see themselves as members of a far superior race. The rest of us just need some help.
Sounds racist to me, and their ultimate goal?
Oridan for the Aldmeri. Cats like this one, out. Shorty elves, out. Nothing but tall folk, fair skin and pointy ears as far as the eye can see. Boring, yes?
Mm-hmm. Nothing but tall folk. Well, that leaves no room for hobbits, that's true. You trust me even though I'm new to the eyes?
Her Majesty trusts you, and you were of great help in Vulkelgard. Why would this one not trust a new, fresh face? Raz would never watch you with careful eyes, ready for the first sign of betrayal. Never.
Oh, yeah, of course not. Of course. Yeah. Somehow Alright, we have a little bit going on in there. Alright, let's go into there and meet with Masala and go to Mathiisen. Now, what else have I got in here? Okay. See, long lost lore, we don't want that. Found journal man, try and stop the inheritance. I've reached Mathiisen. I should seek out if anyone knows about... Yes, that's... I also want to do that. Alright. So it's a good thing I'm here. Yeah, like, I won't stand out like... Well... I suppose if they're trying to keep their presence quiet, they won't do anything to me at once. Hello
The
there.
finest weapons in all the Dominion, forged right here in Mathiisen. Hot off the anvil, if you will.
And were all these blades made here?
Absolutely. We're a forge town here. We supply blades to the 1st Oridon Marines, the Queen's Royal Guard, even the famed Vine Dusk Rangers.
Oh, and who's in charge?
Well, Milan is the cannon reeve and Condalin's the forge master. We joke that she runs the front and he runs the back.
Uh-huh. There are a lot of Bosmer and Khajiit around. They work the forge?
Oh, aye. Cheap labor immigrants. There are some in town that, hate 'em. But at least she doesn't have to pay 'em all that well, huh?
Right. Doesn't exactly sound the fairest way of doing
Oh,
things.
I don't know. They try, sure. But they're not of the people. Why should they be paid the same as a skilled high elf worker, eh?
Oh, by the way, have you known anyone called Verondor?
Sure, I know Varador. Why, his mother's just over there by the targets.
Yeah, thank you. Alright. A good day to you.
I'm sorry, but I don't really feel like talking. I've been trying to find a quiet minute all day. I need to pray for my son. He's missing, you see.
Yes, about that. I recently found his body and his journal, and that's why I'm here.
He's what? No! Let me see that! I told him not to join those fools. Why didn't he listen? He figured out the truth for himself in the end. I can be proud of my boy. That's not enough, but it'll have to do.
Sorry. Alright, let's see. What is this? Ooh. Heavy. Oh. It sounds like an anchor storm. Oh, that's just... Well, I don't see an anchor dropping somewhere, so maybe I'm mishearing things. Right, let's see. Is this the house? That's not good. One day, a great big kitty with a tawny hide was playing with a little bag. The cat poked his head into the bag. He was very nosy, hungry cat. He was hoping to find food in the bag. Instead, he found 2 rats hiding inside. One of them bore a blade, and its head was covered in silk. The other wore a veil, and hissed in annoyance. The cat realized that the only way he could get these rats out of the bag was to let in more light. Under the light, the rats would be forced to flee or fight or flee. Right. I can only assume that it was meant for... as a metaphor. Okay, the dragon knights again. Any clues here? Just a malt. Well then.
No more delays. Ready the cargo today. I'm just waiting for the order to go through.
So let's see, what... We have to figure out exactly what he meant by that. But I'm sure the cat is Raz. The first ones were brothers, Anu and Padme. They came into the void, and time began. And Anu and Padme wandered the void. The interplay of light and darkness called and created Nier. Both Anu and Padme were amazed and delighted with her presence, but she loved Anu, and Padme retreated from them in bitterness. Alright, and the light in her... Oh, Nier, of course. Nier became pregnant, but before she gave birth, Padme returned, professing his love for Nier. She told him that she loved only Anu, and Padme beat her in rage. Anu returned, fouled Padme, and cast him outside time. Nier gave birth to creation, but died from her injuries soon after. Anu, grieving, hid himself in the sun and slept. Meanwhile, life sprang up and flourished on the 12 worlds of creation. After many ages, Padme returned to time. He saw creation and hated it. He swung his sword, shattering the 12 worlds in their alignment. Anu awoke and found Padme again. The long and furious battle ended with Anu as the victor. He cast aside the body of his brother, who he believed was dead, and attempted to save creation by forming the remnants of the 12 worlds into one. Nim, the world of Tamriel. As he was doing so, Padme struck him through the chest with one last blow. Anu grappled with his brother and pulled them both outside of time forever. The blood of Padme became the Daedra. The blood of Anu became the stars. The mingled blood of both became the Aedra, as evinced by their captivity in good and capacity for good and evil, as well as their greater affinity for earthly affairs than the Daedra, who have no connection to creation. On the world of Nim, all was chaos. The only survivors of the 12 worlds of creation were the Elfoni and the Hist. The Elfoni were the ancestors of Mer and Min. The Hist are the trees of Argonia. Nim originally was all land, interspersed with seas, but no oceans. A large fragment of the Elfoni world landed on Nim relatively intact, and the Elfoni lived there in the ancestors of the Mer. The Helnofe fortified their borders from the chaos outside, hid their pocket of calm, and attempted to live as before. Other Helnofe arrived in Nim, scattered amid the confused jumbles of scattered worlds, wandering and finding each other over the years. Eventually, the wandering Helonfe found the hidden land of old Helonfe, and were amazed and joyful to find their kin living amongst the splendors of ages past. The wandering Helonfe expected to be welcomed to their peaceful realm, but the old Helonfe looked at them as degenerates fallen from their former glory. For whatever reason, war broke out and raged across the whole of Nin. Is that Nin? Oh, that's Nern. Sorry about that. The old Helonfe retained their ancient power and knowledge, but the wanderers were more numerous, toughened by the long struggle to survive in Nirn. Then, this war reshaped the face of Nirn, sinking much of the land beneath new oceans, and leaving the land as we know them, Tamriel, Akavir, Atmora, and Yokuda. The old Elonfe realm, although ruined, became Tamriel. The remnants of the wanderers were left divided on the other 3 continents. Over the years, Elundfe of Tamriel became the mayor. The Dwemer, the Deep Ones, sometimes called dwarves. The Chimar, the Changed Ones, who later became Dunmer. The Dunmer, the Dark or Cursed Ones, the Dark Elves. The Bosmer, the Green of the Forest Ones, the Wood Elves. The Altmer, the High Ones, the High Elves. On the continents, the wandering Elves became the Men, the Nords of Atmora, the Redguards of Yokuda, and the Zaresi of Akavir. The Hist were bystanders in the Elonfe Wars, but most of their realm was destroyed as war passed over it. A small corner of it survived to become the Black Marsh of Tamriel, but most of the realm was sunk beneath the sea. Eventually, men returned to Tamriel. The Nords were the first, colonizing the northern coast of Tamriel before recorded history, led by the legendary Yazgamor, the 13th of his line. King Harold was the first to appear in the written history. Thus, the Mystic Era ended. And that's about as clear as the Silmarillion. In other words, only elves will understand it. Alright, well, what else did we get here? The result of that is... that's actually the first book I'm able to take with me. Isn't that nice? Sure it's in my library here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Yep. So that one, I guess I could find out what the rest is later on. But first, let's talk to Raz.
And how is Fistale, my friend? Roz loves her laugh. What did she learn?
I'm afraid she'll laugh no more. She's dead and left this note.
Dead. Dark moon and dull claws. Damn these fanatics!
And this is the note I found with her. I don't understand it, but I suspect you will.
Let Raz see that. Even in death she laughs at this one. Clever girl. It is a code telling us who she suspected.
And what do you make of it?
She mentions a rat with a blade. Condalen is the forge master here. Controls the smithy on the far end of town. Go, see what you can find. And be careful. Meet Razumdar around the other side of the forge when you are done.
Right. Well, concerning the cheap labor he seems to like... it shouldn't be too much fun. Well, I guess I could see if I want to know more about them. Right? Or is this another... actually, that was the... well, that was the... merchant, but they seem to have a larger smithy. Alright, now let's search the forge. Oh boy! Whoa, 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 whoa! You're a toughie! We got some tough ones here. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, alright. I gotta be careful. I think I better be a sneaky hobbit here. guess having a weapon out like this isn't going to make myself inconspicuous. Yeah, like she doesn't see me. Right. Let's see. Better take care of this guy first. Alright. I wasn't expecting such a nasty reception. Oh. It's not the way down? Oh. This way. Hello. Another one down. Now, what is this? Wait a minute. Approved for the Condolin and Condarive Malane, not for distribution outside the Veil. 20 heavy axes, huh? Right. Yes. All glory to the Veiled Queen. Well, it's obviously involved with the Heritance. Now let's get back to Raz, preferably in one piece. Right. Now, let's see. Make sure I'm all nice and ready when I start this. Up and down, and let us get out of this place. I better sheath my weapons before I do that. Don't want the rest of town to think that I'm trying to make trouble or anything like that. Alright. Now let's find Raz. He's at the other side, didn't he? But certainly what he wants to know. Or at least I hope it's what he wants to know. Alright, here you go. Alright, I found something.
What did you find?
Well, here's an inventory. Condolin and Canonries were arguing about this earlier.
Interesting. Raz knows Mathiesen's canonry. Melanie would not have suspected her. If she's donned the veil, she's probably running the show here. Explains something, too.
What?
A guard now stands before the door. Seems an odd place for a guard, yes? Want you to investigate. This one has another lead to run down.
And how do I get inside if there's a guard?
Distract the guard. In the warehouse nearby is a barrel of kindle pitch. Light a fire alongside the house and yes, you slip inside. Raz will meet you behind the house when you're done.
Right. Alright, let's see. Lighting fires. there's the house. There's the...
Another distraction.
Alright, where is this Kindle pitch? Oh, it's right here.
After stealing their valuable crown.
Ooh, don't mind me, just need a little Kindle pinch.
So much to do, so little time.
Not doing it to distract guards or anything like that. Nah.
I've little time for talk.
Now, let's see. Where could I put this? Oh, looks like a nice place to...
Fire on the deck!
Oh. No, I'm not the arsonist, don't worry. Heritance officer's uniform. Well, that's... Wolfmare's Guide to Better Thieving. Well, I think first point of better thieving is... Oh, alright, I'll read it this time. Every winter season, except for the reason of one war or another, really quite a bother, the Queen of Reminion and her consort request their vassals come and cavort. On each and every ball, the first man at the hall is Lord Ogren Jonbert of Gare, the curse of all the maidens fair. I don't think it particularly goes very well. Oh ladies, oh dear ladies, beware, dearest ladies, take care. Though he's very handsome man, if you dare to take his handsome hand, the nasty little spell will be cast, and your first dance with him will be your last. It's in the men's. At this social event, everyone who went knew the bows and stances and steps of all the dances. The Queen of Rimian and her consort would over the triumphs wild report, and there would be no indecision as the revelers took position. The first dances are the only ladies separate away from such men as Lord Jornebret. Oh dear fellows, explain, brothers, can you help make this plain? The man's been doing this for years, leaving maidens in tears, before the final tune be blast, and here's the first dance, and will be the last. Lord Owen jubilant Gare watched the ladies dance on air, the loveliest in the realm, a fellow in the ursine kind helm, said the Queen of Rimmon and her consort have put together quite a sport. Well, lady fair, do you prefer? Lord Drobler pointed her. See that bosom bob and weave, wheels well suited for me to love and leave. Alright, women, I'm not going to go through the reframe again. The men in the mask of a bear had left the Lord Gare before the ladies' dance was ending. Then a trumpet sounded, portending that the Queen of Rimian and her consort called for the men to come to court. Disdainful passing over all the rest, Ogun approached, she of bobbing breast. She was rejected, saved a life of woe, for new maiden as fair as snow. At the first note of the band, the beauty took Odin's hand. She complimented his stately carriage, dancing to the tune about the marriage of the Queen of Rimian and her consort. It was very difficult indeed to comport with a grace neither falling nor flailing, wearing ornate hide and leather mailing, dancing light and sweetest of dreams, without a single squeak in the seams. Wait, this one's longer than I thought it was going to be. The rhythms rose and fell. No one dancing could excel the masculine grace and syncopation. Lord Jobred even drew admiration from the Queen of Rimian and her consort. Like the beauteous vessels pulling a port, he silently slid, belying the leather's weight. She whispered girlishly, "The hour is late, but I've never seen such grace in hide armor." It was a pity he knew he had to harm her. The tune beat was furious. He began to be curious where the maiden seemed sequestered before the dance was requested by the consort of his Queen of Rimian. "I didn't see you dance with the women. My dress was torn as I came to the dance," she said, smiling in a voice as deep as a man's. "My maids working quickly to repair, while I wore a suit of hide, helm of a bear." All right. Oh, well, I probably spent here too long already. Hopefully they didn't notice me getting out of there, right? Who, me? Linger there over long? Huh. What a red and interesting dance. Oh, you want to know about what evidence I found?
Our friend here was too noisy. Had to have some fun with him. What did the Canon Reeves home yield?
Well, there's an officer's uniform, so it looks like you're right about this.
It's true then. Meloni leads the Heritance here. This town is corrupt down to the roots. Damn it. The Queen will not be pleased.
Well, what should we do about it?
When the roots are fouled, there's only one thing left to do. Rip them out of the ground.
And where do we start?
The time to stay in the shadows is past. Now we step into the light. All right now, you trust in Razumdar, yes? He must ask you to trust him further. Meloni, Kandalin, they are in the town barracks. You must go in, make a big noise. They will almost certainly capture you.
They'll capture me? And why do you want me to do that?
Kandalin's too observant. He knows we are here. If you go strolling in like the pompous hero, allow yourself to be taken, they'll let their guard down. Then old Raz finds you, frees you, and we strike.
All right. We'll try it.
Razumdar trusts you. Do the same for him, and he will not let you down.
All right. This is your plan, then. Let me get captured.
You have perhaps something better to do? Look, we are the Queen's eyes. We do the tasks that must be done, even if it means getting hit on the head. Killing those who do not deserve it. Riding a guar naked through an Argonian temple.
What?
Raz only shares that story with veteran field agents. Perhaps another day.
Right. Right. Riding a guar through the naked in... Right. Well, appropriate time to level, I see. So... I think I better take care of something here. Ooh, what do I need? I think it's going to be a tough fight. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that may be useful. Well, that may be useful. Magnus. Alright, let's see. Super synergy dealing damage by stunning all enemies in the area. Every 1 second, an ally may activate. Right. Spear. 68 magic Damage to all nearby enemies. Let's try... Actually, we get 2 of them, huh? You have purchased an ultimate ability. Drag and drop the ultimate ability to your ultimate abilities slot tray to use it during combat. Ultimate abilities require a special resource for them to be used to gain ultimate by engaging in combat. Cost 75 ultimate. Alright. How am I doing in this? Well, Fortress. Sword and board. With one-handed weapons and shield equipped, increase weapon damage by 3% and block mitigation by 10%. Oh yeah, I need that. Alright, we will take care of that. And that we will take care of. Then, in the next episode, I shall allow myself to get captured. First, I want to see if there's anything of interest nearby. Before I do that, what have we got up here? Got a ship. Maybe I'll find something useful. I do wonder about that treasure map. Yeah, like he didn't see me. Well, I suspect that Khajiit won't be members of the Veiled Heritance. It wouldn't make sense for one to be. Well, just a meal. I was wondering if there could be anything actually interesting around here. I'm trying to look for some more of those soul shards. And seeing if any of them are in the area. Well, we won't worry about that for the time being. What we will worry about is to perhaps enter a barracks, talk to a guard, and see if we can get ourselves captured. I'm sure it won't be all that difficult. And once we achieve that, we hope that Kaz is able to implement the second part of that plan. But that is for next time, in our next episode of Pineleaf in Tamriel.